There are years of work to be done on the post-excavation analysis of the finds. Billingsgate was a rescue dig, but it was always part of the programme to have a research project for assessing the validity of various archaeological techniques. Now there are no more funds for extra staff and no more money from the Department of the Environment. How much of the research project can be salvaged in this situation?
Material that come from an ecclesiastical part of the site or whatever. And then lastly there's the business about our recovery systems. I mean, we've gone to all this trouble of doing the sieving, doing the metal detecting, putting the sieving through various mesh sizes, etc. And it would be very nice to compare the effects of that different recovery system, those different recovery systems for each type of artefact, to see whether it's been worthwhile, and if so, for what type of artefacts it has been worthwhile.
We do have this feeling in the finds department, and as it were the public at large behind them, and the Department of Environment, that they would like to see the best finds brought out and shown fairly early on. Do you think, obviously what you're suggesting is saying, hold on, we do it slow, we do it more carefully, but do you think maybe do you think that these easier defined groups that you mentioned are maybe those that can be brought out in advance of the others?
Well, certainly they can
certainly with the cesspit and the culvert groups and things like that.
Right.
But you're right that there is a slight conflict between what Steve's proposing and what perhaps the stated priorities of the
yeah, the problem is if you can have some, not interim publications, but you can bring the groups out, they are the priming of the machine that produces funds for next year.
The main thing about the finds from Billingsgate, surely, is that they're from a controlled excavation. Now, we do, of course, get things which are seemingly important as artefacts in their own right at the time, but the reason we've done Billingsgate is because we've got them in association with other artefacts